You too, what's up, it's your boy 360 Jeezy. And before I start this video, I'm about to flex one time. Can I flex?
Go ahead, bruh, flex.
HustleDreamProduction.
This is an epic fail once again. It was supposed to be dark. Once I put the do-rag over, it was supposed to be dark. Today in this video, I basically did a waiver, okay? Stay tuned. So what you want to do before you actually start cutting is comb the hair out. Now this is not mandatory, you don't have to do this, but you'll get the hair to go into the teeth of the blade, and that will cause you to have a more even cut. Alright, so whenever I cut a waver or whenever I do tutorials on how to get waves, I always tell you guys to leave the crown a guard size higher. So right now I got my 2 guard open and I'm just working in that crown area, going with the grain. So now that I got the crown to the length, I'm gonna take my 1 guard open and just go right on the outside of his crown and just work my way down with the grain. So as far as the taper goes, what you want to do is set your bald line first. I'm using my Andy Slimline Pro Li and I'm setting it in a kind of rainbow like shape. Now one thing that I didn't tell you guys was after I finished taking the hair down, I actually did a good brush session. So you guys are seeing his hair and it's nice and neat and laid down. I actually brushed his hair after I cut it. Next step, with the lever open in that same kind of rainbow like shape, make sure you go up about 1 inch and use your corners as much as possible. Don't use the full blade because you don't want to jeopardize the shape by taking too much off on the other corner. So the next guideline you want to set in is that one guard open, and I'm going up using my corners, kind of flicking out. You also want to make sure you brush the hair down. It's really important because as a waver, those waves need to lay down in place. So make sure as you stroke, brush down. So now with the two guard open, I'm using the full blade and I'm just going up, trying to get rid of that bulk at the top. This is not really setting a guideline in. This is just clearing out bulk. So now with the zero guard closed in a flick out motion, flick out that middle line. Now here's where it's gonna get technical. It's gonna get a little bit more work that you have to put in as far as what you're seeing and what bulk you're trying to take out, because it's all in the wrist motion. All right, so make sure you start below that line and flick to the line, and if you need to go up, adjust that lever. So now with the lever closed in a flick out motion, flick out that bottom line. It's kind of the same technique as the zero guard close. Start below the bottom of the line and flick to the line. Now if you need to adjust your lever as you go up, do so. Alright, so this is the part where you guys want to take a step back, look at something else real quick. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to, you don't have to sit here and stare at something for so long. I'm just saying, you guys been staring at this blend and it looks blurry for so long that it's distracting your eyesight. So make sure that you look at something else, come back to the blend, and then do some detail work. Right now I got my lever open and I'm working in that lever open area, taking out some bulk using my corners. So you guys, it's the same step as you did on the side. So I'm just gonna speed this part up. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. My Snapchat is Jeezy360 and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. If you like the beat, Hustle Dreams Production. His link will be in the description below. You guys can go follow him on his YouTube channel as well. If you like any tools that you've seen in this video, the link's in the description. It's your boy 360Jeezy. I'm out of here. Cheers.